The relationship has ended, but the pain you carry remains. The one who betrayed, abused, and manipulated you is still out there, even celebrated as an amazing person. Surrounding them is a crowd blinded by their fabricated facade, while you, the one brave enough to speak the truth, enjoy isolation and suffering. How can you escape this toxic spiral? How can you protect yourself while exposing the true face of a narcissist? The answers await you below. You want to reveal the truth, to let the world see the toxic person hidden behind the perfect mask. You want to make everything public, texts, recordings, and the cruel insults you endured. You want them to pay for what they did to you. You long to clear your name, to have the world know the true nature of the person who destroyed your life. But sadly, exposing a narcissist is never easy. You may face rejection, criticism, and even attacks from those you once trusted. Your pain stems from the perfect performance the narcissist has orchestrated. They always appear charming and likable on the surface, but beneath lies a cruel and destructive monster. They destroy you in the shadows while the world praises them as an angel. You feel powerless and isolated, as if thrown into an absurd play where the truth is twisted, and victims like you are blamed. Exposing the true face of these two-faced individuals is never an easy task. What risks will you face? Will justice be served? Join us as we delve deeper into these dark secrets in the next video. You will face opposition from others. When confronting the abuse of a narcissist, it's easy to be overwhelmed by negative emotions. Staying calm is incredibly challenging, especially when facing a narcissist cloaked as an angel. Matters are made worse when the manipulator is your partner. In the eyes of others, they are a wonderful person, the ideal husband or wife that everyone admires. But beneath those accolades, you are the one suffering emotional and mental harm. You feel sick witnessing their performance in public, receiving endless praise, while you endure their denial and rage behind closed doors. Living in two opposing worlds leaves you feeling isolated and stuck. You yearn to share your pain and be understood, but fear the judgment, criticism, and psychological manipulation. Comments like, she's such a good person, what are you complaining about? Or, what more could you want from someone so perfect? Cut deep, driving you further into despair and silence. Don't be surprised if you face suspicion, denial, or even accusations of being ungrateful. The world may be enamored by their glamorous exterior, while you, the one who dares to speak the truth, are branded as disruptive or deceitful. Worse still, many may turn a blind eye to your suffering just to protect their illusion of a perfect life and dreamlike relationships. Clinging to the belief in miraculous human transformation, they unwittingly place the burden of fixing a distorted soul onto you. An impossible task. Workplaces can also serve as an ideal playground for narcissists. Unfortunately, most HR departments lack an understanding of narcissistic personality disorders and often overlook signs of abuse. They prioritize performance metrics and dry numbers over employees' mental health. Narcissists often shine in work environments. They are intelligent, charismatic, persuasive, and frequently achieve impressive results. They may exploit colleagues to meet goals, employ underhanded tactics to get ahead, and abuse co-workers without fear of consequences. Their subtle manipulations are hard to detect and document, making it nearly impossible to expose them in a professional setting. If you attempt to report their manipulative, divisive, or blame-shifting behavior to HR, you might be seen as a troublemaker or even accused of falsely defaming a colleague. A further challenge arises when explaining narcissistic abuse to those who haven't experienced it firsthand. They struggle to comprehend the duality of such individuals and may dismiss your concerns simply because they've never encountered this type of abuse themselves. You will face the narcissist's anger and revenge. If you decide to expose a narcissist, proceed with caution and be prepared for intense backlash. Feeling threatened, they can become dangerously angry and might retaliate against you in various ways, even resorting to direct attacks. The most common reaction from a narcissist when exposed is rage. They are quick to anger because they lack the ability to process negative emotions like shame or guilt. Fearing damage to their image, they may become aggressive to intimidate you into silence. In addition, they will often shift the blame for their wrongdoing onto you. They'll distort the truth and manipulate the narrative to make you appear at fault, saying things like, "It's your fault, you made me do this," or "If you were better, I wouldn't have cheated to hurt you." Some narcissists may choose to disappear from your life when exposed. However, most will retaliate, seeking to harm you in some way. They believe that if you hurt them, they have the right to hurt you back. I'm not suggesting that you remain silent and endure the abuse. However, before you decide to flip the cards, be prepared for a battle, both mentally and financially. Narcissists can react extremely harshly when exposed. They may threaten lawsuits, jeopardize your safety, complicate your job, or even involve your children. Sensitive to being unmasked, they will go to great lengths, including fabrications and slander, to protect their reputation. You will face resistance from the narcissist's inner circle. Don't expect immediate support from the narcissist's family and friends, as many of them may have already been manipulated into becoming puppets in the narcissist's elaborate charade. These individuals, even if they recognize the narcissist's true nature, often choose silence to protect themselves. Their silence stems not just from fear, but also from complicity, a refusal to confront the toxic behaviors they would rather avoid. Even more disheartening is that you may become a scapegoat for the narcissist's abusive tendencies, which can bring relief to those around them. Often the narcissist's family and friends are already under pressure from their relationship with this person. By shouldering most of the abuse, you inadvertently alleviate some of their stress. Thus, they may be content to keep you in this picture, despite knowing what you're enduring, because it means you are sharing, or even replacing, the victim role they themselves once endured. Not only are you at risk of being rejected or doubted, but you may also be betrayed by those you expected to stand by your side. To avoid trouble, they might disclose your words or actions to the narcissist, placing you in danger and empowering the narcissist's retaliation against you. For a narcissist, being exposed is the ultimate humiliation. Their fragile ego cannot handle disgrace, especially in front of people who matter to them. In their rage, they won't hesitate to resort to psychological attacks, character assassination, or even social and legal pressure to make you pay. Facing their wrath, you may feel isolated and become the target of relentless toxic retaliation. Is justice forever buried beneath the narcissist's perfect mask? No, there are ways to deal with these harmful individuals, but remember, calmness is your most important weapon. Acting hastily makes you vulnerable to the elaborate traps they lay. Be patient and stay calm. How can you unmask a narcissist without saying a word? The answer lies in letting their actions expose themselves. When you are drained from the abuse, staying calm in the face of a narcissist might seem impossible. But trust me, the journey to healing and self-care will help you rebuild your inner strength and rediscover peace of mind. You'll learn to master your emotions and detach from the negative influences of the narcissist. No longer drawn into pointless arguments or tempted to retaliate with hurtful words, you'll find healthier ways to release pain and heal emotional wounds. When you achieve inner peace, the narcissist will inevitably reveal their true colors. Once they lose control over you, their toxic nature will become increasingly apparent, and eventually they will unravel on their own. When you distance yourself from the narcissist, they will quickly seek out a new victim. As their new target begins to see the truth, your compassion and understanding can spark a moment of clarity. This can cause others to question the narcissist and reevaluate their own relationship with them. Sometimes the only way for people to truly understand a narcissist's nature is through direct experience of their abuse. Let the narcissist continue their toxic behavior, and in time, others will wake up. It's a painful lesson, but often the most effective one. Be patient, and the truth will eventually come to light. accept that you cannot control everything. You must accept that you cannot control everything in life, especially the thoughts, actions, or words of others. Trying to change their perceptions or opinions, or hoping to alter a narcissist's behavior, is not only futile, but also drains your energy and deepens your disappointment. Narcissists live in their own world, prioritizing their self-interest above all else, and your attempts to intervene will only cause you further harm. Instead of pouring your efforts into the uncontrollable, focus on what you can control: yourself. Prioritize your physical and mental health. Start small with habits like eating well, exercising, getting enough sleep, or engaging in activities that bring peace and happiness. Enrich your spirit by seeking out trusted friends, practicing gratitude, or learning to let go of negative emotions. Letting go of the illusion of control is not surrendering to abuse. On the contrary, it's a step toward facing reality, recognizing your limits and focusing on what truly matters. This not only safeguards your well-being, but is also the first step toward regaining control of your life in a healthier way. When you focus on yourself and stop trying to change others, you will feel a sense of relief and freedom. More importantly, your steadfastness will help others recognize the real source of problems in the relationship. Time and your actions will reveal the truth without any need for arguments or justifications. Finally, believe that change starts with you. Peace and happiness don't come from controlling others, but from mastering yourself and building a fulfilling life. You deserve to live a life where you are loved and valued for who you truly are. The journey to expose a narcissist is arduous and challenging, but believe that you are not alone. With wisdom, calmness, and resilience, you can completely reveal the truth, reclaim justice, and find your own life again. Always remember, exposing a narcissist is not about revenge, but about protecting yourself and helping others recognize their true nature. Do not hesitate to speak out. Do not fear their threats or manipulation, because the truth always wins, and you deserve a life of freedom, happiness, and peace. If you find it too difficult to face the narcissist on your own, don't hesitate to seek help. Share with those you trust, join support groups, or consult psychological experts. You are not alone on this path. And finally, always believe in yourself, in your inner strength. You are much stronger than you think. Keep stepping forward with confidence, and remember, at the end of the road, the light of truth and justice is waiting for you.